guys, so as you guys can see from the title of the video, I decided to not even try to lure you guys in with like, oh my god, big announcement type of what is it called, title. I want to get straight to the point, because if you guys already follow me on Instagram, which you should, because I've been telling you guys to follow me on Instagram in every single video, then you will already know the good news. But if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, which you need to, is right here, I am pregnant. I don't know, it still sounds funny coming out my mouth. I don't know, like, I've already known I was pregnant for a minute now, but it still just sounds real funny coming out my mouth. Like, I don't know. But this is my video to you guys. Literally the day that I found out I was pregnant, I started documenting stuff and just saving it and not posting it. I wanted to post it so bad. I planned on announcing my pregnancy on YouTube before I announced it like to social media or anything like that, but my birthday just passed on Monday. It was on Labor Day, and I was just like, girl, how you gonna post a happy birthday post to yourself or whatever, birthday post to yourself, and not mention the baby? So I ended up doing a whole photo shoot, and you guys will see all of that. I definitely vlogged it. I did a photo shoot and I announced my pregnancy on my birthday, so you guys can go on my Instagram and check out those pictures. But I want to take y'all back to the day that I found out. I'm just gonna kind of be like a sit down, what's the word, confessional style video, like Love and Hip Hop type. So I'm going to show you guys a clip, and then I'm going to come and talk about it, because a lot of the clips were just like me recording it real quick and like trying to get to the point. But some stuff I have to actually explain to you guys. So yeah, I'm going to let y'all see how I found out I was freaking pregnant in the first place. Watch this. Look, I need to document this moment because I'm in shock right now. Like, I feel like I'm in a movie. Oh my gosh. I just got back to work. I had my work this morning. Had a doctor's appointment at what time is it? It's 4 o'clock. I had a doctor's appointment at 2:30, and it doesn't even sound right coming out my mouth. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. God, I look ugly. Like, what the hell? This one day is eventually gonna go on a vlog. I have to like collect my life, my bearings. I'm just so I don't know. I don't know what to say, y'all. But on July, today's the 6th, Friday, July 6th, I found out I was pregnant. I'm gonna go back into work right now and act like nothing freaking happened. I feel like I'm joking. Like, is this real? This nasty ass pimple. So y'all, I don't know, all my life I never, like, when the moment that I found out I was pregnant, like, in my head I kind of imagined it going the way that it did. Like, you know, most people, they're trying or they miss their period, and so you go buy a pregnancy test, you take it. Now, mind you, I have taken a pregnancy test before. Like, it's not like this is the first time I ever thought I was pregnant. But like I said, I have a irregular period, and then I was kind of one of those obsessive girls. Like, so you miss your period for an hour, even though I knew my period was irregular. But it was a point in my life where my period did not come for like 3 months. So I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely got to be pregnant. Mind you, I was on birth control, so I'm like, girl, how are you pregnant? I mean, people do get pregnant on birth control, but no, like them other times it was really highly unlikely that I was pregnant, but I was still going to get a freaking pregnancy test. And literally the day after I take the pregnancy test, my period would come. So I never thought I was going to be the girl that went and took a pregnancy test and literally sat on it, peed on it, and you home and you nervous and it come back positive and you call your friend crying. I just never thought that would be me. For my life, I always knew that it was gonna be some strange way I found out I was pregnant. Like, I went to the freaking emergency room for a broken pinky and they would come in like, by the way, you're pregnant. Like, I always thought it would happen like that. So anyway, so I had a doctor's appointment on July 6th. What year is this? 2018. Now, mind you, I had just went to the doctor in June, probably about 3 weeks prior. The same doctor. I was starting to go to a new doctor, and not only does the doctor do like regular physical, she's not a GYN, but she does do pap smears too. So I didn't get my pap smear done the same day that I got my physical. She scheduled it for July 6th. So go to the doctor in June, get a physical, you know, give urine, and do all of that regular doctory type of stuff. Not ever thinking that I would be pregnant. The last time I got my period was like right before Mother's Day, so in May. Like the week of Mother's Day or the last week of Mother's Day, whatever. So I'm like, it'll come. Like, I really wasn't thinking about it, and kind of at the time I wasn't even doing anything like to get pregnant, because me and my boyfriend were not even speaking. So me being pregnant kind of was like literally the last thing on my mind. But obviously we did end up start speaking again. Like, we didn't speak for like a couple weeks. Y'all know how it goes. But yeah, so I go to my pap smear appointment. Mind you, I'm nervous as hell for the pap smear appointment because I haven't had a pap smear in probably like 2 years, because you don't get it done every year for a certain, you know, they say you could come get it like every 2 to 3 years if you're normal, you don't have any issues and stuff like that. So I hadn't gotten it done in like 2 years since I went to a different doctor. So I was just nervous about the whole process again, them opening you up, sticking stuff in you. Like, I really was not beat for that. So I'm nervous. I had to work. It was a Friday, so of course I went to work. I scheduled a client in the morning. Then I was going to go to the doctor's appointment for, I think the appointment was at 2:30, and then I was going to come back to work and finish the rest of my day like a normal day. Well, girl, so I go to the doctor's appointment. I'm in there. Still, never once, ever, pregnancy not crossing my mind at all. Okay, when I say at all, pregnancy is not crossing my mind. So the nurse, like the one that takes your height and weight and stuff like that, she said, oh, when was your last period? And like I told y'all, my period is irregular. I said probably whatever the last date I put down when I was here, because I was just here 3 weeks ago for a physical. So she's going through my records and stuff like that, and she's like, oh, you left that part blank. I said, oh man, I did. Well, I probably didn't remember. Like, I never remember, because I don't write it down, and I just expect it when it comes. I mean, I just, you know, deal with it when it comes. I don't ever sit around like, yeah, my period is gonna come tomorrow. Like, I can't do that with my period. It do what it want to do. So she was like, I said it to her. I was like, well, nobody came and told me congratulations 3 weeks ago, so I doubt I'm pregnant. Like, literally, and I wasn't even trying to be funny. I was being so serious. So, like, I doubt I'm pregnant. She said, well, did you take a pregnancy test? I said, no, but I did. I gave urine. She said, no, you have to specifically ask for a pregnancy test. And I'm like, what? All of my life, I assume you go to the doctor and you're a woman of a certain age and they know you're sexually active, that, excuse me, when you give urine, that they're going to test for pregnancy. I had no idea that you had to specifically ask for a freaking pregnancy test. So she's like, you want to take one? I'm like, yeah. Why not? I said, I ain't pregnant. Like, literally I swore up and down. Like, I was so confident. And like I told y'all, I was the girl who was pregnant every month my period was late. But this month, for some reason, I just, like, that was the last thing on my mind. I was out here. I was going out every weekend. I was having fun. The summer had, like, literally just started. We was doing stuff, hanging out. Like, I was not thinking about being pregnant. And like I said, me and my boyfriend were not even speaking for these past like 3 or 4 weeks. So I wasn't even having sex. So me being pregnant, none of that stuff was even in my mind, okay? At all. So I go pee in the daggone cup. Go back in the room. Still perfectly fine. Like, I'm not nervous. I'm not sitting there twiddling my thumbs. Nothing. Less than 10 minutes later. It wasn't even a full 10 minutes. The doctor comes in the room. I'm thinking she's about to start this pap smear. I'm like, oh God, I'm about to get this pap smear. She says, well, today we're not going to be able to do a pap smear because you have a positive pregnancy test. And y'all, when I say, like, I don't even, like, I remember the feeling, but it just felt so surreal. Like, I'm like, I said, huh? Are you sure? I'm like, no. What? Like, literally a complete shock, because that was the furthest thing from my freaking mind. And I think I started crying. I wasn't sobbing. I just started tearing. And I was just like, I didn't know. That's just the furthest thing from my mind at the point in time. Like, literally, that's all I could say. I think I was just speechless. I said, you have to give me a minute. Like, we literally, I think I sat there in silence for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm shocked. She like, is this good news? I said, it's not bad news. I'm just shocked. Like, I'm just shocked. That was really the last thing I expected you to come in here and tell me. So at that point, we just sat there, and then she started just telling me basically all the beginning steps, and like, that I would have to go get an ultrasound, that I would have to go get blood work. Now, mind you, I could have gotten the blood work done the same day, and that blood work would have determined my how far along I was. But being that it was already 2:30, or probably was 3:30 at this point, I hadn't drank enough water for the day. And I have small veins, so when I go get blood, sometimes it's difficult for them to get blood from me. I have to like have my appointment first thing in the morning. I have to had drank my water and all of that good stuff, so they couldn't even do my blood that day. So I ended up having to schedule an appointment for the following Monday. Mind you, this is on a freaking Friday, so I had to go the whole weekend knowing that I'm pregnant. Mind you, oh, a sidebar, my cousin came down from Maryland for the weekend, and I had all these plans. We was gonna go out. I had a whole event list for us to hit for the weekend, and I find out I'm freaking pregnant. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be the longest weekend ever, because like, it's gonna be a long weekend. Just imagine you find out you're pregnant on a freaking Friday. You want to know how far along you are. You don't even freaking know. You have to wait until Monday. You have a whole person to entertain and go to parties and stuff like that, and you know you're, yo. And mind you, I feel like that was so long ago. Like, but I remember like it was just, even though it wasn't that long ago, but I feel like time has flown so much since that day that it's crazy that this thing is moving pretty quick. But you guys are gonna see in the next clip, yeah, the next day. I've been vlogging on my phone because my camera, I just don't have it with me. And I don't have my memory card with me either. Actually, I do have my camera, but the memory card is full. I haven't had zero time to edit and import and do all of that stuff. So it's day 2. The day after my pregnancy and finding out, and I'm so damn anxious to find out how far along I am that I've been freaking googling those tests. What's it called? The tests that tell you the weeks, and it looks like it's a real thing, but it's like no stores have it. It's like you have to order it online. So I'm about to go to Walgreens. Yesterday I went to Walmart to see if they had it. I went to CVS, they didn't have it. So now I'm gonna go to Walgreens, and hopefully they might have it. Cause I'm just so anxious on a Monday morning bright and early, I'm gonna be up there at Quest Lab getting the blood work done, and then after that I'm gonna go get the ultrasound done. I don't know what I'm gonna tell my mother when I leave the house so early in the morning, because I'm gonna at least get there like 8, 9. I don't work on Mondays, so it's like, what the hell you gonna be going on Monday morning? Girl, if only you knew. I just want to know so I can tell her. Like, I don't want to just be like, I'm pregnant. You know, I want to, for me, I just want to know so I can be like, I'm pregnant, I'm this many weeks, you know. And then we will play it by ear from there. It's just so crazy that I'm actually filming this. I don't know, maybe this is normal, but I'm nervous. Like, I don't want, this feels like a dream, and I'm actually excited, and I don't want to wake up from this dream. Like, I'm actually happy. I don't know why I'm so happy. I guess because it's a blessing. But I'm actually happy. Like, I'm happy. I don't know what to say, but I'm happy. And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just like really excited for this. And I just don't want to do anything wrong. I don't know. I guess because the doctor, when she gave me the pregnancy test, she said, okay, well, now you have to get an ultrasound to make sure the baby is actually in your uterus and not in your fallopian tubes. You know, so that kind of shook me up a little bit. So it's kind of like, am I not pregnant? But shit definitely says positive pregnancy test. I think the fact that I found out in the doctor's office kind of takes away from the excitement of, or not even the excitement, but the suspense of taking a pregnancy test and sitting there waiting for it to come back positive. So I'm gonna go buy a pregnancy test anyway, even if it's not the one I want. I hope they have the one I want, but I'm gonna get one anyway because I just want to pee on that shit and it says pregnant. Like, that shit's gonna, now that would make shit sink in. You need to slow it down. But yeah, let me get off this phone because I got precious cargo and these people will drive like maniacs. So now this clip y'all about to see is so funny. You can't see her face, but it's my grandma, and she's talking because I told you guys my cousin had came down. So this is the Sunday that she came down. I mean, this is the Sunday of the weekend that she came down. She came down on Friday. She stayed with me the whole weekend. So I did end up telling her. She was the first person I told, and I'm going to do a whole video on how I told like my mother, my father, my best friends, and everything. But my cousin was technically the first person that I told, because obviously we about to go out. It's Friday night, and I'm about to be like the queen of cocktails, won't be ordering a drink. So yeah, she was the first person I told. She was very excited, but yeah, I couldn't not tell her. But this Sunday, after the whole weekend is said and done, we chilling in the house. She packing her bags and stuff. She's about to drive back to Maryland. My grandma had came in my room and she was just talking to us, and she was telling us about when she told my mother that she was pregnant with me. And so like she basically knew my mother was pregnant before my mother knew she was pregnant. And this is before she knew I was pregnant. So me and my cousin just sitting here looking at each other laughing, because like, girl, do you know? Like, you must know. I think she knew, but we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, watch this.
Kelly, because you have not had your period. And the only reason why I'm telling you, because I'm pro. I need to know what you and Kelly gonna do. And I told her this. And another thing, if you are, you gotta remember, his responsibility will be to the child and not to you. It wasn't no conversation to have. It wasn't no conversation to have. I mean, she was working and everything. It was no conversation. And I left. And then she let me know she's going to have the baby. Great. Okay, good. And I said, remember, long as he takes care of his child, we're good. I said, but don't expect for him to be all that about you unless he wants to be. And he turned out to be all that about everything. You know, he was very good to her and whatever.
So that was hilarious. So, finally, Monday has came. Oh my gosh. Like I told you guys, this was the longest freaking weekend of life. I literally went out Friday, Saturday, and freaking Sunday. Longest weekend of life. Everybody's turned, drinking, smoking, straight West Coasting. And Miss Pregnant over here is just twiddling her thumbs like, I just need Monday to be here. I went to Quest Lab to go get, I don't know why I don't have a clip of the day I went and did that. I don't know, maybe it happened so quick, but whatever. I went to Quest Lab, like right around the corner from my house. I booked an appointment probably that Saturday for the Monday, or maybe that Sunday for the Monday. Like, I had one of the first appointments. There was only one other person there ahead of me. Literally, the results for that came back probably the morning, or if not the next day. I think it was the next day. So I took the blood on Monday. I got the results back. They send the results to your doctor, and so my doctor has like a online portal, so it just sends you an email when you have new test results in there. And I thought that showed that I was between 5 to 6 weeks pregnant. I was like, what? So you telling me I was either already pregnant when I went to the first doctor's appointment before the pap smear, the regular doctor's appointment, or probably the week after that? And I just wonder, had they had given me a pregnancy test, would I have found out earlier? Or had I had not had the pap smear appointment, when would I have found out? Because literally, I didn't really have no pregnancy symptoms. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna talk about that in another video, but I don't know. I think I would have found out probably maybe about like 8 weeks as opposed to 5 to 6 weeks. If I never found out at the doctor. Like, I would have been way further along than I was. So at that point, I was only like a month pregnant. So yeah, check out the next clip. So this day is the day that I went to go get the ultrasound done to make sure that the pregnancy was actually in my uterus and not in my fallopian tubes, which that's called an ectopic pregnancy. And at this point, literally the next day after I had found out, I had already came to terms with the fact that I was pregnant. It was nothing that I had to sit on or like think about, or like, what am I gonna do? Like, none of that crossed my mind. Like, I was fully like accepting of the fact that, girl, you about to have a baby. So I was a nervous wreck this day, and I went to work. Did I get to my ultrasound? Yes, I went to work first. Had an appointment in the morning, and then the ultrasound was probably, I think it was at like 1 o'clock or 1:30, something to that effect. At what hospital did I go to? Overlook Hospital, and that's probably the hospital that I'm gonna have my baby at. But so yeah, so I go in. Mind you, I couldn't even freaking find the place. First of all, you guys are gonna see how freaking lost and confused I was. But I think that was just my nerves or whatever. But the whole time in the waiting room, waiting to get it done, I just had my gospel music playing. I have played my gospel music all the time, but I had it in my earphones blasting, because if not, my anxiety would have totally took over me. I was literally so nervous because I didn't want to like go in and they tell me the baby is not in my freaking uterus. I don't know, I was just so nervous. I'm sure that all new mothers, especially when you find out this early on, that you're worried about that type of stuff. So I go in, they finally call me in. I feel like I waited for a while and it wasn't even anyone in front of me. I think just the whole process is just, I don't know. I waited, so she called me in, and I took my clothes off, obviously. Type of ultrasound, in the beginning of your pregnancy, the ultrasounds are the transvaginal ones. So it's where they stick it up in you, like they can't see nothing on top of your abdomen that early on. So they are sticking something in you. And I told a lot of people this and they were shocked. The lady let me put it in myself. I didn't even ask her to let me. She like, they put the plastic over or whatever, and she handed it to me and she said, put it in as if you were putting in a tampon. And mind you, was way bigger than a freaking tampon. So anyway, but yeah, she put it in for me and it was more comfortable that way. Since I've been going to like my actual GYN, I mean, I haven't had to get one the last time because I'm further along now. But my first time at the doctor, they didn't let me put it in myself. She put it in and it's very uncomfortable, like, ugh, disgusting. But yeah, so she let me put it in myself, and literally as soon as I put it in, I said, is the baby in there? Is the baby? She said, give me. She said, 1 second, I don't see anything yet. But when I tell you, the lady was so nice. She was so freaking nice. She told me that she just had a baby. I think the baby was like 8 months. And she was just so sweet, and she just told me to relax. Everything's going to be fine. And then she showed me the little peanut. When I tell you the baby was, oh, let me go get it. It's in the living room. The baby was so small. Like when they said that babies, just kids in general, they grow so quick. They freaking do. Like literally, my baby was this little at one point. Baby's way bigger than that now. But I just could not believe it. She said, there's the baby. She said, you see that little dot? She said, that's the baby. I said, what? And I was just so freaking happy. When I tell you guys, I was so freaking happy. And she printed out pictures for me. And those was gonna be the pictures that I used to announce to my like immediate family, whatever. Not a big announcement, just my mother, my grandma, my boyfriend. And so she put girl, I'm sorry y'all. she put hi mommy, hi daddy. She printed out hella pictures for me. Hi mommy, one just for me, hi daddy for him. Then she did one that says hi mommy and daddy. I think that's the one I still have on the refrigerator. Then she did hi grandma for my mother, hi grandpa for my father, and then hi great grandma for my grandma. So she printed me out like 6 or 7 pictures. And she was just so nice. And literally, like, when I tell you, a weight lifted off my freaking shoulders when I found out the baby was really in there. I'm like, oh my God, thank God. And at that point, you don't hear no heartbeat or nothing like that. They don't even tell you all of that, but they just let you know that there is in fact a baby in there. And hey guys, so is this right? Entrance. Where am I? Access to med. Oh God, I don't know where I'm at. Exit this level. I really don't know where I'm at. Okay, so I'm going to get my first ultrasound today. And I'm so nervous. Is this the main entrance? Oh, that's the next building. The main entrance is around the T11. You can walk. So yeah, I'm going to get my first ultrasound. And I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm so nervous. And I can't believe this is like my real life. But it is. I know I look crazy. I have not been given a fuck. Why am I so out of breath? Alright, I'm gonna put my phone away. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm really freaking pregnant. This is freaking crazy. I still don't believe it. I mean, I believe it. I have pictures. I'm a whole mother to be. I guess that means I need to sit down and do a YouTube video. This is all going to go in the beginning of the very first vlog I post because the footage is trash, but it's all very raw footage. Where's my car? Oh, that's my car. Yeah, very raw footage. The rest of the footage that you guys will see will hopefully be me sitting down, telling you about whatever it is that's going on. But this is just raw. Like, when you wonder how people feel when they first find out they're pregnant, like those first couple days or whatever, this is it. Shock, disbelief, excitement, everything wrapped in one. It's like, I don't know what to do. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I cannot believe this. I'm gonna show you guys. Or should I just wait? I'll probably wait to show the pictures. What if my shit fell out? But these are them. I'm like, my stomach is in knots. Oh my god, my stomach is in knots. I gotta find my car, but I'm so nervous. I can't believe this. I'm really having a baby. And then after that part, I feel like I just did everything. I just moved totally different after that. Like, I feel like I didn't want to do nothing wrong. I didn't want to do nothing wrong. I was taking it super easy. Because when you so early like that, like anything, or maybe it's just like a first time mom thing, but I think any little thing you a little bit like, should I do that? Like, I wasn't doing shit. Like, I wasn't doing nothing. Nope, no man Pam. I was like literally taking it super easy, going to work and taking my butt home. I wasn't doing nothing extra. But yeah, so basically in the next video, I'm going to do an entire first trimester update, because I am in my second trimester now. To God be the glory. Maybe if my camera doesn't die, I could probably film it right now, but this was a mouthful, let me tell you. And I know that video is going to be kind of long. But yeah, I'll let you guys basically know, like, I will go into detail, like, from the very beginning. This video is just me telling you guys that I'm pregnant, and literally the weekend that I found out. I will get into all of the other juicy tea in the next video. That's why you guys have to make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you turn on your post notifications, because we got a baby on the way. We got a baby on the way. We got a baby on the way. Can you guys freaking believe it? Like, y'all went from watching me 16 years old in my room. Y'all been through a couple of houses too. In my room making makeup videos. Then I went to college. And here we are. We have a baby on the way. I'm excited to share this journey with you guys. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram to keep up to date, because I will be doing photo shoots, honey. I will be doing shoots on top of shoots, because this baby right here, this baby gonna be a star, or the president, or somebody. Baby gonna be somebody, okay? So yeah. And I also will show you guys my bump in the next video too. So make sure you guys go check that out. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I love you. Okay guys, so I literally just got a cheap little $10 one from Walgreens. And it's like literally no denying it at all. Like, I am